Hello, everybody. Welcome to the course. Welcome to another session. I apologize for not being in class with you tonight, but I have another work commitment to be. In this time, in this situation, and hopefully for this time only, I will give you the class this way. So please, everybody, follow the instructions. I have a presentation here, and the first thing I need to know is that this class will be like any other class. However, I know that last week we talked about having our micro lessons delivered today. And because I'm not there, I cannot do it with you, of course. So we're going to move that for next week. Okay, so everybody know that micro lessons will be held next week, not today. And we're having today what we were supposed to have next week. So I just swapped the classes. It's pretty much the same thing, but I need to know that after the review of module one for receptive skills, you will have a quiz. So let's begin. Now, the first thing that I'm going to show you is the agenda of today. First, we're going to have part one. We're going to review some theory. We have four different videos of me explaining the session for you. So after every video, I need you to work in an exercise. After video one, video two, video three, and number four. After video four, you finish with your last exercise and you will go to part two, which is a 1 hour quiz already in your platform. So please, I need to follow these instructions. You have your goals. Your goal was to understand how to teach reading and listening in an ESL classroom and identify strategies for each receptive skill. Okay? So I know you already know this topic, and this is reviewing. But remember, you need to work on every single one of the exercises in order to continue with the following one. Okay? So let's begin. This is video part one. Video one. So let's begin. As you can see here, general instruction. To review theory, you need pen and paper. Please take out your notebook as always and take notes. Please watch the video twice if necessary. Okay? Everybody ready? As I was mentioning, this is video one for receptive skills. So, receptive skills are the ways we receive and understand the language. Remember, it involves decoding input rather than producing output. The main receptive skills that we're going to discuss this session are reading and listening, as you already know. Now, why are receptive skills essential? And here I want to stop for a moment. Just as a review, the foundation for communication is based on skills. So, the idea or the aim is that you must understand before you can respond. Remember, we're talking here about communication, and receptive skills is the way we receive communication. Exposure to authentic input helps learner acquire three things: vocabulary, grammar structures, pronunciation, and intonation from listening. Now, these three things were already discussed in class previously. And we also discussed the bridge between input and output. Oh, sorry. It's okay, don't worry. The idea of the input is that you receive, and the output is the way you give. So think about your students receiving information and also producing. Now, receptive skills in ELT work this way: reading and listening. And for reading, we have that reading provides structure input and expands vocabulary, improves spelling, and develops comprehension strategies. So, as we learn, reading is important because it's part of the structure input. However, with listening, we have real time input because it helps them with rhythm, tone, fluency, and prepares students for authentic communication. Now, we need to have both. That's what we learned in class. As we were discussing last week, receptive skills or the input comes from reading and listening, and from there, they can produce the output, speaking and writing. Now, remember, we're just reviewing. And some of the different slides that I will be presenting tonight are based on previous presentations. So that's why you are going to have a mix between all their presentations so we can do that and you can recall the information. Now, why both matter? And I taught you this when we were discussing listening skills. First, if you only give input, they receive, receive, receive. Students may understand, but they will not be able to do something on their own. Now, if you only focus on the output and ask for a lot of production, students may struggle and they will feel lost because they don't know what to do. They don't have enough input in order to give the output. Now, what's the point? What's the idea? Balance. So here is where you have to learn that first you give the input to create opportunities for the output. I need you to remember this. You have to keep a balance between both. First, give the input and then create opportunities. Why creating opportunities? Because it's not only asking them to fill in the blanks, it's not only asking them to come to the board and write. What they have to do is they have to use the language that they already learned from the input. And you have to create opportunities so they can produce. They have to be meaningful opportunities, they have to be exciting, fun opportunities for them to produce. Um, you can have different examples, but definitely in part one, as an introduction, I need to realize that you need to keep a balance between input and output. Now, people, this is the end for video one. Please answer the exercise from the form to continue. Rewatch the video if necessary, okay? You already got your notes. You already have the material. Please go ahead and answer.